and happy full moon. Hello and happy full moon to everyone. Welcome to the Yoga Goddess Full Moon Meditation that we hold here every month for the full moon. Facebook has changed its entire interface, so I am just navigating this new experience in real time. So I think that as you join us, you can still interact and ask questions, add comments. So I look forward to interacting with all of you, and I just want to start by welcoming all of our beautiful Yoga Goddess Support Circle members here today. And I hope this is working. All right. So I want to start off by just asking you, if you're joining us today for the full moon meditation, to introduce yourself and to tell us where you're joining us from. So I'm here in Toronto, Canada, and my name is Zara Haji, and I'm the creator and founder of Yoga Goddess. And part of our intention with these full moon meditations every month is to connect with all of you and to take advantage of this beautiful time of feminine energy and feminine energy awakening. And this month is particularly special and important because, as I'm sure you're well aware, we are in the midst of a global pandemic. And it is truly an unprecedented time in history, what we're going through collectively. And I really feel like it's a wake-up call, a global wake-up call. This is not something that's happening only, in China or somewhere else in the world where we can, easily close our eyes and ignore the situation. It's happening everywhere, all around the world, in our own homes, and sometimes in our own families. People that we know, people that we're close to, are being directly affected by this virus. And it's changing how the world is interacting and responding. And being at home and being in isolation is really bringing up different things for different people. So I would love to encourage you to look at what that is for you, what's happening inside of you as you are now spending this time at home, alone with yourself, or in close proximity with everybody else who's in your home. What is that like for you? So I am still trying to figure out if anyone is here with me. So let me see if I can see that. Okay, not sure. I'm just going to check in with one of the people on my team. Interesting that Facebook decides to choose today or this week to change how this is happening. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. All right, so I guess the difference is right now I cannot see who's live with me at this moment. All right, so yes, that's okay. I'm not sure how to interact with anyone. All right, so can someone try to write a comment and see if I can see it? Because at this time I don't see anyone. Okay, so apparently there's lots of people, thank you, but I can't seem to see any comments, which is too bad. Let me just open this up. No, that's not working either. All right, so I'll just invite you to then reflect, because I unfortunately can't read your comments. I can't figure out where those comments are right now. So let's just go back to, I'll give you these questions to reflect on. If we think about what's happening right now, and we're left alone right now with a lot of our own inner thoughts and feelings, and we spend a lot of time usually avoiding how we feel and using distraction tactics to disconnect from ourselves. And I really feel like we're in a time of a really powerful awakening, and it's a painful kind of awakening. This is not a gentle someone coming to your room to gently stir and wake you. This is a really rude awakening that we're all experiencing all over the world. Okay, so I'm getting messages showing me that there's lots of conversation. Unfortunately, I can't see it. Thank you, Emily. So I sadly can't welcome each of you. I usually like to say everyone's name and welcome you individually to the live cast. And I suppose I'll have to figure that out next time to see if there's something I'm just simply not seeing. So in terms of what's happening for us individually, is really a reflection of what's happening to the collective, right? To the earth herself. The earth has been so mistreated and so ignored. Her, she is essentially our mother. Because of her, we all have a place to live. We all have a home, and okay. And there's this sense of abuse that the earth is finally getting a moment to recover from. And I really feel like that's worthwhile thinking about from a personal level as well. That there's a way that our current way of living is quite abusive. We deny oftentimes our needs for rest. We deny when we're tired. We deny when we're sick. We go to work regardless of how we feel, whether we're sick, whether we're mentally exhausted, whether we've experienced an incredible loss in our lives. There's all these ways that we deny our experience. And we don't care for ourselves. It's almost as though our culture, especially our work culture, says that we have to put productivity above and beyond, and producing and showing up at work above and beyond our well-being. And that is really being brought into question right now. Well-being is actually at the center of our focus at the moment. The personal well-being of ourselves, the well-being of our neighbors, all of that is currently being taken care of if you isolate from the world. And you actually, in that isolation, are forced to go and be with yourself, or go and be with the people who are around you. And oftentimes, when we're in close quarters with others, it still forces us to feel stuff that we otherwise would distract ourselves from feeling. So my question to all of you here today on the live cast is, what is being awakened inside of you? What feelings are you being awoken to? And it's becoming undeniably clear to you that you need to deal with, that you need to face, that you can't just turn away from anymore, that is really showing up strongly, we've been, at least in Canada and most of the world, isolation started around March 13th. So there's been several weeks. In the US, there was definitely a delay in that approach of isolating. So maybe you only have a week or 10 days, or I'm not sure what it is for you personally, that you have arrived in this place of having to be in a quiet place with your own feelings and your own thoughts. And and usually it is via feelings and thoughts that we start to become aware that something is happening that doesn't feel good. And it unfortunately is usually in the realm of not good feelings that we become aware that something is happening inside. So, at some point, there's really not enough Netflix and cleaning that you can do to avoid what's happening inside. So, I'm going to ask you again, what is happening inside of you right now that you need to face, that you need to stop denying, and that you need to stop avoiding? So I'll just give you a moment to reflect on that. So Amanda Brown says anger and rage. Thank you, Amanda, for being brave and naming that. That's really powerful, anger and rage. And doesn't that feel similar to what the earth might be feeling? Anger and rage for being so mistreated and so not taken care of. So I'm going to wait for other messages from my team telling me, since I can't seem to get it on my side. Emily says she's enjoying beauty in small things and less distractions. Beautiful, Emily, thank you. There's this opportunity right now for deep stillness, for being quiet and going within. But if we're not used to that, we don't have tools, that can become really difficult. So my invitation for us today under the full moon is to collectively join together in the circle to facilitate an experience like that, where maybe you don't have the tools or the awareness or the know-how of how to go inside and be with these broken and hurt and in pain parts of yourself. So we're going to do that together. All right. Heidi says that she is no longer being able to deny depression. And Aisha says fear. Miranda says impatience. Okay. And Kristen says self-denial and self-judgment. Thank you. Thank you for taking a moment to check in with yourself and to share that there are things that are coming up for each of us. And it's really important, and we have this opportunity right now to name that together and to be witnessed by others. And holding that in our sacred circle today really helps not just you as an individual, but collectively, someone else may resonate with what it is that you haven't been able to face up until now, but are willing to do at this time. That you're hearing that wake-up call and you're willing to answer it. All right. Sarah Nelson says feeling guilt or over being quiet, although it feels needed. So that's such an important one, right? That we have, again, from our cultural baggage, this notion that if we're not productive, then we're not useful. And there's a way that we actually do feel guilty when we take time to go into stillness, to take time for self-care. We're told that sometimes we're told we're selfish for taking care of ourselves. So thank you so much for naming that, Sarah. Gina says, I feel like I had to stop to breathe. Beautiful. And I think so many of us can relate to that. This constant go, go, go at this pace that becomes impossible for us to actually care for ourselves. We're in this constant mode of doing for others, of doing at our job, of doing, giving, doing, giving, and depletion. So here's this opportunity for complete stop. And that's where we're at right now. That the solution to a global pandemic is to go home and do nothing. And so the irony is not lost on me that that is a very feminine response to a very masculine problem that has manifested in the world, from abuse and mistreatment and not caring about ourselves and our planet. And there's this way that now an illness has come into our world that forces everything to stop. Our economy has stopped. When in our history could we ever have imagined or foreshadowed such a thing? That, President Trump of the United States of America, the most capitalistic approach to economics, has required that the economy stopped. This is unbelievable and unprecedented. So if you feel guilty for stopping, I think there's something for us to really look at here. What have we inherited? What kind of masculine norms have we inherited and really internalized that we can start to disentangle ourselves from? Okay, so thank you so much for everyone that's shared. And let's take a moment now to just turn our focus into a more inward place. Take a deep breath in and center yourself in your heart. And if you like, you might place your hands over your heart as a way of acknowledging all that your heart has been feeling in these past days and weeks of unprecedented suffering for so many, and rude awakening into a place of nothingness, of stillness, of confrontation and our own inner darkness. And whatever that has been bringing up for you. And let's just take a moment to be with our own heart around our own darkness that is being revealed to us. Whether we perceive it as good or bad, let's leave aside the judgment and just be in this place of darkness, of stillness, of revelation, of what we need to face, what we need to stop denying, and what we need to embrace open our arms and hold close to our hearts with compassion, with care, with a openness, a willingness, a desire to hold and heal. A desire and willingness to hold and heal. Wherever you're sitting right now in this moment, or lying down, wherever you are on the earth, I call you into this circle. And I invite you to say your name out loud. Zara. And invite you to call yourself into our circle. And to imagine all of us together. We're over 40 in this live meditation. And all of us who will join later in the replay, imagine our circle forming now. Connected through our hearts and connected through our wombs. Your womb is connected to the earth. And as your womb awakens to the divine feminine vibration, the earth where you live, that land beneath your feet, awakens to the divine feminine vibration. And all of our wombs are connected. And as more and more of us awaken through our wombs to the divine feminine vibration, more and more of the earth is lit up to the divine feminine vibration. Today we are going to meditate on the Magenta Moon Ray that is being shone down upon us in the silver white moonlight. Within that light, we are receiving the Magenta Moon Ray. And I will just share with you what Miranda Gray says about this Magenta Moon Ray. The Magenta Ray fills us with deep love and higher spiritual awareness. It connects us with our soul and who we are as female expressions of the divine. It lifts our consciousness gently to the higher knowledge of the crone, which is all about stillness, and to her wisdom, so that we can bring her vision into the world through love. So let us prepare now to receive the full moon ray of magenta. So take a deep breath in now and breathe all the way down into your hips. Bringing your awareness into your body. Feel the weight of your body, whether you're seated on a chair or lying down on the floor. Feel the weight of your body and drop into the support of where you are in space. On your next inhale, bring your awareness to your lower belly, into your womb space. Feel, know, or see that your womb tree lies within your lower belly. Its beautiful trunk splits into two main branches, and they are full of deep green leaves, small white flowers, and red jewel-like fruits on the ends. The tree's roots, your womb tree's roots, grow down deep into the darkness of the earth. Follow them down. Now let your awareness rise up and become aware of the full moon above you. She is bathing you in the most beautiful silver white light. Within this silver white light lie all the colors of the rainbow, softened into a gentler, feminine vibration. See or feel that within the moonlight are individual rays of magenta light. The magenta light flows over you and through you, down your body and into your womb center. The magenta light flows over you and through you, down your body and into your womb center. Open your womb and let it fill with color and energy and love of the Moon Mother. Repeat in your mind, I open my womb center with love to receive the energies of the magenta moonlight. I open my womb center with love to receive the energies of magenta moonlight. I open my womb center with love to receive the energies of the magenta moonlight. Keep breathing in the moonlight from above, seeing the individual rays of magenta moonlight receiving this moonlight into your womb with love for the next few minutes. Notice what you see and how you feel. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, grow your womb tree roots deep into the earth. Bring your awareness to your heart and feel gratitude for the healing gift of the Moon Mother. Take a deep breath and smile. Open your eyes. Welcome back. I invite you to share. Maybe you saw or felt something meaningful to you. Maybe you received an insight or a knowing. I just invite you to take a moment and put that into words. Whether it's here in the live video chat or in your journal, just to take a few moments of reflection and write them here to share with us or for your private reflection. I'll just give you a few moments to do that now. What was really astounding for me during the meditation was a profound sense of humbling. We're so fortunate to be graced by the Great Mother's love. All of us who are here as part of the Yoga Goddess Support Circle, as part of this community of women, awakening women to the divine feminine, hearing her call, heeding her call, receiving her guidance and her wisdom and her divine light. We are so immensely fortunate to be held in the Divine Mother's embrace through these monthly meditations, through the moonlight and her radiance that she offers us every moon. through our own cycles, through our wombs, through our own connection to our own authentic femininity. And if you're here in our community, you may have participated in one of these full moon meditations in the past. You might be a member of our Moon Goddess yoga and meditation program, which is all about connecting to the divine feminine, either to heal period problems or fertility problems. You might be part of our moon cycle charting program, Moon Charting Mastery, where you chart your cycle with the phases of the moon and listen to meditations every week that give you that sense of alignment to your four goddess energies. Or you might have participated or received a womb blessing and womb healing from me, either in person or at a distance. So we are unique in this group. We have some kind of connection to the divine feminine, and we are essentially ambassadors. Our wombs are filled with this feminine vibration that not every woman on this planet has yet woken up to. And so, as representatives, as women whose wombs have some kind of divine feminine vibration awoken, the intensity of it will vary based on your current relationship with your womb and your practices. So, as this kind of ambassador, you have the ability to bring healing not just to yourself, but to the collective and to the land where you reside, where you sit. And that is a profound privilege and an honor. And I feel deeply humbled to be able to share the wisdom that I've gained over the years, the wisdom that Miranda Gray has shared with me, and with so many moon mothers all around the world. And my hope and my prayer for each of you and each of us is that we use this time. It's a deep, deep time of no rush. There's nowhere to rush around to. There's nowhere to go and distract yourself with shopping, with, going out to different parties or events. Everything is up for reconfiguration right now. How you show up at your job has changed. Potentially how you show up in relationship to your family has changed. There's a way that you can't actually connect in the ways that you used to. And maybe you can't, with yourself, disconnect in the ways that you used to. So here's this opportunity we have, as everything falls apart, to build it up in a way that is more loving and more caring and more nurturing for each of us. So I'm just going to check what notes have been sent to me. All right, so I'm seeing that Megan King says, I saw myself cutting a cord that felt ready to be let go of. So much love and pure joy. Thank you, Megan. Amanda Brown says that I need to lean in and do some shadow work. Thank you so much, Amanda, for bringing that forward, because that is really at the essence of what we're talking about today, right? That there is a shadow that a big bright light is now shining on. And so we have a choice of whether we're going to look into the shadow or we're going to create an even bigger distance from what we're being awakened to, which means more dissociation, more disconnection, more denial. And I don't think if you're here that's your path. So I appreciate you naming that. Jean says, I'm nearly 3.5 months pregnant after 2 early losses in 2018 and 2019. I'm feeling so grateful for this time to hibernate and go inside with this little one. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Jean, for sharing. Another member says, I'm sorry if this is a bit of a trigger for some, but since meeting Zara and joining the circle, I have become pregnant. It's been a blessing, but also a massive challenge, as I'm now doing this alone. Am 8 months pregnant and am imagining quite an uncertain time for the birth and early stages. Thank you for being here tonight. I realize that I've always known this child, and they were so active during the meditation. Strength and love to you all. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. I'm not sure who that was. All right. So there's so many beautiful insights that you've come to, realizations for yourself. I would encourage you to be with all of that. You may have noticed that the energy of this particular meditation live cast, I feel a lot more slow inside. There's this slowing down and deepening that's happening for me personally, and I believe for the collective. Meditating, I can sense a stillness of the earth, all the movement that's generally there, the buzzing around of people going to work and getting ready in the morning, all of that is gone. People don't go out to shop. They go once a week to do their groceries. And otherwise, everybody is at home where I live in Toronto, and maybe where you live. And so there is this vibration of stillness that's really here for us to tap into and tune into. And in that deep stillness, there's so much healing for us to have. So, for those who are on the fertility journey, I want you to know that we're going to be turning the conversation towards the particular challenges of trying to conceive at this time. For those who are not on the fertility journey, I want to let you know that in a month's time, next month on May 7th is the Worldwide Womb Blessing. And that participating in the Worldwide Womb Blessing is the first step on the path of initiation of the divine feminine vibration in your womb. So once you get onto the path of the womb blessing, you are now joined in a worldwide family, a community of women's wombs that are waking up the earth's feminine vibration. And I'll be offering distance blessings and healings in the next month for May. But for this month, for April, specifically for the women on the fertility journey, my attention is going to be with you because so much has been taken away from you. Fertility cycles being canceled. There's no more cycle monitoring. Women are being told not to get pregnant during this time because it lowers immunity. There's all this fear and uncertainty and even a further sense of loss of control. Already trying to conceive and being on a fertility journey feels like you've lost control. And so I just want to share this message with all of you that we will be spending the next several weeks talking about how you might be feeling even more of a loss of control and maybe even panic, and what the opportunity here is for a woman on the fertility journey to heal and to do this, take this advantage of this time of being with yourself and doing this deep inner work, the deep shadow work of being with the hard feelings and emotions. So To all of you, whether you're trying to conceive or not, I want to send you my love and deep blessings and appreciation for sharing the full moon meditation with me here today. Let's just take a moment to visualize our circle of women and our individual place in that circle. And just acknowledging each and every one of us here on the replay and all around the world that's joined in meditation today. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love and so many full moon blessings. Keep an eye out for an announcement on the support circle. Tomorrow, Miranda Gray is doing a special transmission via all the moon mothers throughout the world. And we're going to be transmitting a healing vibration to the earth at 2 different times. It will be, let me see if I can get this right, 1 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to receive the energies, you can just sit and meditate at that time. So I will be here regularly in the support circle with posts, and would love to see your comments and hear your insights and feelings. And also, there's something else I want to say, but you can keep on posting and sharing, and let's stay connected. This is a time where we want to be connected, and we want to stay connected. And I definitely want to hear from all of you and be connected with all of you, and keep staying together in this process of evolution and revolution and incredible change. So full moon blessings to you all, and see you here and again next month for the Worldwide Moon Blessing. Lots of love. Bye for now.